This figure skater was the youngest national champion in history, but then she gave it all up for her mental health. Now she's mounting an incredible comeback, and she's back on top of the world. Welcome back to these 25 Days of Sportsmas, the series where every day I'm telling you a story about sports that I think would get you into them for the first time. Today, we're talking about Alyssa Liu. At just 13 years old, she had taken the figure skating world by storm, becoming the youngest national champion in the US in history. And she really showed no signs of slowing down. At 14 years old, she became the youngest woman to ever win 2 national titles, and over the next couple of years, she continued to set really strong performances. A couple of accolades that she had in her career included becoming the first American woman to ever land a triple axel in international competition on the junior level. She was also the first woman to ever land a triple axel, triple toe loop combination. But in the lead up to the 2021-2022 season, we saw her have a number of difficulties. She ultimately earned bronze at Worlds that year, and she also went to the Olympics, but she only placed 6th. After that season, Alyssa took to Instagram to state that she was retiring from skating and quote-unquote moving on with her life, and said that when it came to skating at this level, it was all you ever think about. And at certain points, she genuinely didn't enjoy it. And she said that she had accomplished her goals in skating. She had already made skating history, made it all the way to the Olympics, competed, and successfully showed off her skills. Now it was time for her to move on with her life, having accomplished all of the things that she set out to do, and try to find some enjoyment in her life as a whole. And Alyssa's early retirement was pretty shocking. However, I think it was a pretty admirable one. When you lose the joy in something and you continue to push yourself through it because you feel obligated or expected to do so, it can actually ruin your relationship with the thing that you love, which is why we've seen Alyssa make a comeback. After taking a few years off from figure skating, Alyssa made her return to the sport in the 2024-2025 figure skating season. After she announced that she was coming back, she was asked what made her return. She said that she actually had gone skiing for the first time at the start of the season and felt adrenaline that she hadn't felt since she had been skating. The returned feeling of what it was like to be on the ice made her think, maybe I should get back on skates. And so she did get back on the ice, and when she remembered how great it felt, she realized that she had returned to her love of the sport. And that year, despite her time off, or perhaps because of it, she had an incredible season. She became the reigning world champion in 2025. This year on the international stage, Alyssa went on to take gold at Skate America, and just this past weekend, she took gold at the Grand Prix final. Alyssa is obviously making another bid for the Olympics that start in February. Alyssa proves that you don't have to decide everything for your life in one moment, and that one decision, no matter how big it feels, won't change your life forever. And that most importantly, if you're chasing your dream, make sure that it still feels like your dream. Because if it doesn't, you're never going to compete to the best of your abilities. If you are at all interested in the Winter Olympics, be sure to follow along, as I do have a series called Olympic Winter is Coming, where I'm taking you through all of the sports and the big stories that you need to know heading into the games. And of course, be sure to follow along for the rest of the 25 Days of Sportsmas.